What is going on out there, peeps? All right, man, there are a lot of you, hundreds of you so far, that are making a move to gold and silver. And that's exciting for me because I have all the faith in the things that I'm talking to you about happening. I really do. There's just way too much information out there pointing to a huge change. There's also, other things that are popping up that we're going to talk about here in a second. But there are some other tidbits of information I'm going to share with you that I think it's important for you to know because they are related to a lot of the questions that you have. Just a quick reminder, everybody, we have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It is the same name as the YouTube channel. You can come in here, talk about gold, silver, NESARA, GESARA. Just don't bring political. This is not a political group. All right. So despite all the political stuff that's tied into NESARA, GESARA, we don't talk about it here. We do talk about foreign currency investments and things like that. Now, we also come over here to hidden things in front of your eyes. In here, you could talk about the political stuff related to NESARA and GESARA. In here, you could talk about current events. In here, you could talk about things that other people might call a conspiracy. All right. So there is a link for both the groups. It'll be in the description. They're free to come join. So come join us and feel free to post away in there. All right, so as many of you guys know, recently I teamed up with Money Metals Exchange, and they have been phenomenal for my subscribers. Phenomenal. Look, I thought some of you guys might be interested in what I had to share when it comes to gold, silver, and what's coming in the future as far as economies are concerned. I didn't realize that hundreds of you guys have already been went over to Money Metals Exchange and started working with them. So there is literally hundreds of you guys that have started buying gold and silver over at Money Metals Exchange. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but I will tell you this. Some of you have been buying hundreds of thousands of dollars of gold and silver. That's not a fib. That's not misleading people. There has been quite a few people moving out of some account that they might have stored up money into and moving into precious metals. I can't stress how much, in my opinion, I think that is a great move. This is what I did, okay? I can't tell people what to do. Your decision is ultimately yours, okay? But this is what I did. I listened to Lynette Zhang. She made perfectly good sense why it was important to move into gold and silver and keep your money out of accounts, IRA accounts, all of them. As she said what she said, I went and did my own research. And then that's when I did a video called The Lessons from Cyprus. And then I found out the same thing happened in Japan, but at a much larger scale. The property value dropped in Japan, down to 85% for commercial real estate and 95% for residents. All right. And I thought, oh, holy smokes, man. You know what I mean? That's really a huge hit. But it also told me that whenever this crisis happens, that means if I come out on the other side and I strategically plan what I want to do, I definitely could buy a house, a much bigger house, or multiple houses at a much cheaper rate than what I would pay today, which means I would get more bang for my buck. Do you see where I'm coming from? Lynette Zhang, I showed you a piece of her video where she had her in two hands. She said, right now, home values are here. Gold and silver values are here. It is going to switch. Gold and silver is going to be up and worth more than homes. And I absolutely seen history that shows that. I've shown you guys in my videos. What I'm going to do is create a playlist, okay? A playlist like I did for my NESARA, GESARAs. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So for those of you who love watching the NESARA, GESARA videos, so that you don't have to search through all my videos looking for them, I'll post this link right here. In this link, what I've done is created a playlist for all my NESARA, GESARA videos. So all you have to do is just come here and push play. Okay, I'm going to do that as well for gold and silver videos so that you guys could just come and listen to those only without having to fuss through all of the other videos as well. I will leave a link for this inside the description, and then I will create one for gold and silver, and I will put it in the description as well. Okay, so this way then it makes it really simple for you guys to come and listen to what I have to say. But I don't just say it. I'm showing you guys. I show you what the experts are saying. I show you the graphs. I show you what, people that are out there, like an average Joe, or why they're doing it as well. And I'm trying to share all this different information with you in hopes that you could just take a look at what I'm saying and to try to make a decision based on that. If you're not comfortable with it, then don't do it by all means. The reason why I'm saying that is this. Again, hundreds of you started buying gold and silver over there at Money Metals Exchange. They have been great for my subscribers, man. They have been treating them awesomely, all right? And they're just making sure that their needs are taken care of. Here's the thing I like about it. You know, when other people were selling out and you couldn't even find silver, you couldn't even find gold, Money Metals had theirs. They have it there. So when everybody else was running out, these people had plenty to sell. So I'm anticipating that happen again. We're already seeing the coin shortage going on. All right. So here's what I'm trying to say. When it came to what I've learned about Cyprus and Japan, it's also happening in Australia as we speak at Bellin. All right. Now, there's no way for me to, rub my crystal ball and tell you that I know exactly for sure that this is going to happen. What I'm saying to you is, because I know it's happened and I see a chain reaction happening, then I'm anticipating it eventually coming over here. But I'm also thinking that this is part of the great currency reset. We are moving into a new monetary system. All right? I've shown you proof about it. I've shown people talking about this. We all know what's going to happen. But before we get there, you have to crash the existing system. All right? So I position myself. I don't have no IRA accounts, no more stock accounts, no more bonds. All that is gone. I moved it all into gold and silver. That's what I did. And I can tell you, I talk to people all the time. They're saying, look, I got more than one home. Should I sell my second home and invest it into gold and silver? Here's the same thing. I could just tell you guys this. Look, I can't tell you what to do. Okay? As far as you having second homes out there, some of you have it as a form of, and it's an investment. You guys earn what I call it's, I can't think of the word right off the top of my head. It's income that comes to you if you're renting a property or what have you. You know what I mean? I get that. So, this lady said, well, let me ask you this. If you owned a second home, I was like, it's the same thing of asking me what you want me to do, what I think you should do. Okay, but I was nice enough and I answered the question. So I guess there's some variables in there. You know what I mean? If you're renting out a second property or have a second property, two things. One is, are you making money off that property right now? Or are you just holding on to it because it's bought outright? You see what I'm saying? If you're not making any money on it, then, what's it really doing? It might be appreciating. That's fine. I get it. But yeah, she said, but wouldn't it be smart now to capitalize and get the gains before the values drop out? My answer is, well, yeah, that makes sense to me. That's what I would do. All right. Is there any guarantee that we're going to have a bail-in? There's no way to know that. I'm just telling you, I'm seeing the trend. And I showed you guys in the video. So me, the smart money would be, I would have, it just depends. If you are relying on renter's income coming from that property to survive, then no, you don't want to do anything that jeopardizes your financial well-being, is what I'm trying to say. But if that is just discretionary money, what I mean is, like, you're not relying on it at all. It's there. You have it. Sure, you might be getting some money off it if you're renting it out, or you have that accumulated value and it's just sitting there. You know what I mean? Then, yeah, just as long as it's considered discretionary. What I mean by that is, if you're relying on any part of any of your other properties to survive, to live off of, then I wouldn't sell it. That's just me, because you're relying on it. If you just have property there that you inherited or whatever, and it's just sitting there and you're not even renting it out, you just have it just because, for me, I'm sorry, but to me right now, I think the best move is into gold and silver. This is just my personal opinion, all right? I can't tell you what to do. I have a family of people, I won't mention their names, but they're moving a large amount of money. They're moving over $70,000 out of their retirement account. They said, look, we can balance this. There's a happy medium there. So, it's not like you're spending the money. You're actually exchanging money for money. That's what that is. So they're like, well, what's the risk? We could take out $70,000 and buy gold with it. And I was like, yeah. And they go, and if the worst case, we could sell it back. Sure. That's absolutely right. All right, but they would still have enough money left over in the IRA account. So their way of thinking is this: we have our money in our IRA account, but if the bail-in happens and it takes all of our money, we're screwed. But if we take $70,000+ out of that account and we buy gold, and if this bail-in happens, absolutely gold would shoot up, which means they're not really losing anything. If you think about it, what's happened is they might have lost what they had in the retirement account in the bail-in, but they were saved because they took part of their savings and bought gold with it. So when the gold price goes up, it makes up for what they're losing in a bail-in. Do you see how that's really slick? So if you're not comfortable about taking out all your money out of your retirement accounts like I did, Lynette Zhang did the same thing. I'm not saying that she has a crystal ball, but I'm just saying she did. Once I heard what she did, I did my research. I said, that's the same thing I'm doing. And that's exactly what I did. Okay. Now, some people are absolutely taking everything out just like I did, just like Lynette Zhang did. All right. So here's what I want to say about that. You can't be an emotional investor. If you take all your money out, or even some of your money out, and put it into gold and silver, I've said it many times in my videos, don't be surprised if the powers that be try to force the value of gold and silver down. That's what they usually do. In March, it happened. Okay, because what they do is this. This is how they scare speculators. What they do is they drive the market up in value. Gold and silver will start to drop in value, and people get scared that they're losing money, and they sell their precious metals. They sell it cheaper than what they bought it for, so they end up taking a hit. Then the powers that be with all the money buy it at a cheaper rate. And then the gold and silver shoots way up, and you're like, why the hell did I sell? That's why I tell you, I don't care what I have in gold and silver. I don't care what the market rate goes to. I'm not parting with it. I don't panic. You know what I mean? But for those of you waiting for the dip so you could buy it cheaper, you might be putting yourself in a bad situation. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. But I've seen several attempts over the last couple of months of them trying to drive down the value of gold and silver. I could see it as plain as day based on the behavioral patterns of the market. I could see it. They're trying, it's not working. So what I'm trying to say is if you're trying to wait for the dip and it don't happen, then you shoot yourself in the foot. It's better to, instead of being risky, it's better to jump in now. All right? Even if the prices go down, don't part with it. I don't care if it goes down to $1 an ounce for each gold and silver. Okay, I don't, because I know where it's going to go. Obviously, it's not going to go down for $1 for gold and silver, but don't lie, man. I would be selling everything to buy more gold and silver, right? But that's not going to happen. Don't panic. It's going to, the best they could do is maybe drive it down another 10%. If they're lucky, 20%. I just can't see that happening. I've seen the failed attempts several times, especially over the last 2 years, but more recently over the last couple of months, okay? So, if you're going to invest in it, just like you would if you own the Iraqi dinar or the Vietnam dong, you put a lot of money into it, and just sit there and wait it out. That's all you got to do. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, okay? So, that's my number one thing is if you are going to take that big of a leap, all right, and you do liquidate everything like I did, and you put it into gold and silver like I did, then you can't be panicking every time gold and silver goes down a little bit. Just laugh about it and let it go. Let it go. It will shoot up. They will try to scare speculators. They will try to pump the market. They will try to drive down the value of gold and silver so they can gobble it up from all the speculators who panic and then sell and put it back on a market cheaper than where it is so they can gain from the rise of the value. Don't be a fool. Okay? What I'm saying is if you're waiting for the dip, you might be hurting yourself. I wouldn't take that. Obviously, I didn't take that risk. I still continue to get some, okay? So what I do is I pay off all my bills, what I need to pay off, and then make sure I have a little bit left over in case an emergency pops up, and then I pump the rest into gold and silver. That's what I've been doing, all right? That's what I do. Anyways, let's talk about Money Metals Exchange because they got some goodies for you guys, all right? Look at this, even IRA programs. For those of you who insist on having IRAs, you should call them up. Ask them about their programs. So move your money maybe from one type of IRA into another one. All right? Okay, so let's talk about this. So 800-800-1865, they are open tomorrow on July the 6th. All right, there's a lot of you getting ready to buy. There's a couple of you I talked to. There's seriously one, without naming no names, 70,000 worth of gold. Two of you have over 300,000 that you're talking about going in there. Yeah, that's investing. That's what I did. Okay, so it's just weird. I expected some people to buy a little bit, but many of you have been buying some pretty large portions, man. And it makes me feel good because I love knowing what's coming up, and that when it's all said and done, you guys are going to sit there one day and you're going to go, man, thank God we listened to Pimpy, because we were able to save our asses. All right, so look at Money Metals Exchange. If you want to put it in an IRA, call them up and talk about it. Give them a call. Okay, they have all kinds of programs that you guys, that I wasn't even aware of. So let's talk about this, all right? And don't forget, if you call and you buy gold or silver or whatever you're going to do, just for mentioning my name, say Pimpy sent you, they will give you a ½ ounce of free silver, all right? So let's talk about some of these programs real quick. Look at this. Now you can quickly and easily borrow against your gold and silver. So this is cheaper than cash by check or payday loans or going to the damn pawn shop. Stop doing that, all right? The rates are ridiculous. So what they do is they'll hold your gold and silver, and they have a certified secure location, by the way. All right, so they will lend you money. All right. So do you own precious metals you would rather not sell but need to access cash? Because that happens. I told you guys that last year I ran into an emergency situation. If I'd have known about this, I definitely would have came here. But what happened was gold was just about, I think it was about $14.30 at the time. And so what had happened, I ran into an emergency and I had to sell 400 of my ounces. I put an ad real quick on Facebook saying I had 400 ounces for sale, but I put it at $15 an ounce. In less than 15 minutes, it sold all to one guy. That's how easy and quick it is to sell gold and silver. Right now, he's smiling because he bought it at $15 an ounce. It's over $18 an ounce. So, 400, you made $1,200 off that sucker, man, in just 1 year's time. Do you see how that worked? All right. So as sad as I was, but I know what I had to deal with was way more important. So, but anyways, don't run into that situation. Look, they have this program here, Money Metals Exchange. You could call and talk to them about it. So look at pawn shops charge you 3% per month, not per year, per month. So they'll give you 75% advance rate, fast funding on your loan. So so some of you keep going, well, what happens if I run into a predicament, Pimpy, and I have to sell my gold or silver? They buy it, or you could get a loan against it if you don't want to part with it. It just depends on your situation. Okay, so they do more than just sell gold and silver. They can help. So there's nothing wrong with calling and asking some questions. It's free to listen to what they got to say. So Money Metals Exchange has a program for lending out money so that you don't have to part with your gold or silver. See what I'm saying? All right, so you should talk to them about it. Okay, what else do they have? So they have a secure state-of-the-art dispensary to store your gold and silver. All right, because some of you are not comfortable with, and trust me, you know who I'm talking about. I have an individual who's getting ready to pump in $1.2 million into gold and silver. And he's like, Pimpy, there's no way in God's green earth I'm keeping this at my home. Should I keep it in a safety deposit box? I said, no, don't keep it in a safety box. At Bellin, they take everything, including what's in your safety deposit box. Yes, that's right. Your IRA accounts, your stocks, your bonds, your everything. That's what they take, everything. Okay? So, listen, for those of you who are uncomfortable, and that is a very large amount of money, but Money Metals Dispensary, they do have a secure location for them to hold your gold and silver for those you have that large of amount and do not feel comfortable about keeping it anywhere in your house. All you got to do is call and talk to them. Give them a jingle. They'll tell you how this works. Okay? So unlike the comics, for those you don't know, the comics sold more gold and silver than they actually had. They screwed up bad. And so now they're forcing their people who are storing their gold and silver at their location. They're forcing you to sell it. Even if the people don't want to, they're forcing them to do so that they can cover what they oversold. See, that's not what's happening here at Money Metals Exchange. It's segregated. So what they buy and sell is separate from what they store. So that will never happen to your gold and silver. It's guaranteed, all right? And they are insured as well. So give them a call and ask them about that. For those of you who have very large amounts and are afraid to keep it, I get it. I understand that. Trust me, I'm at that level. I'm at that level where I get nervous, all right? If I'm being honest, I don't even go on vacations with the family because I'm afraid to leave the house, with nobody here watching it. That's sad to say, but it's because, again, you're just being safe about where to keep your stuff. I'm trying to have a little hidden thing created, like I've been telling you guys to do so. It's almost done. And then I have to shoot and kill the guy that created it just to keep it from going. No, just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But anyways, look, talk to them. So for those of you who are asking those good questions, that's so much gold and so much silver. Yeah, it is. So talk to Money Metals about their dispensary. This is what I love about it. It's segregated. They have segregated facilities so that they don't do the same damn thing that the comics did, how they screwed people over. All right? This is a family-owned business. Okay? They're here in the United States. They will invite you to take a tour if you want to see what the facility looks like. Actually, they have an online tour as well. All right. And plus, if you hold it in there, zero cost to ship and insure. So if you need to take your money out, they'll send it to you for free. It's yours. Okay. So give them a call. Plus, if you need a loan against it and you're storing it there, you don't have to wait. You could do it instantaneously loan because your metals are already there. See the beneficiaries? It's fully insured. All right. So you guys give them a call. Just talk to them. They'll be more than happy to give you guys a tour of their Money Metals dispensary, all right? Go take a peek at it. So for those of you who want to learn more about gold and silver investing, as well as coin collecting. Now, coin collecting, you have to be very, very careful about. And I mean very, very careful. Look at this. Accumulate beautiful wealth. Protecting these, look at this. All the deals. Here's all your different bars and rounds you can look into. All right, so give them a call and let them walk you through. Let the real experts show you what's going on, okay? And look at this. So for those of you who have discretionary funds, instead of having to call all the time to place your order, you can set up like some type of automatic withdrawal from your banking account, and it just goes into a little account that you have over there with Money Metals. And then what they'll do is they'll apply it towards your gold or silver is what they'll do, all right? So you can just keep making monthly payments. So give them a call and ask them about that, all right? Look at this. You can enroll, all right? Join our popular monthly gold and silver savings plan. So see, there's people out there going, well, I don't know if I... Look, just have them take out some discretionary fund. You know what I mean? Give them a call and find out what they could do for you. Because there's people out there like, I can't really afford it. How do you know? Give them a call and just hear what they have to say. Okay? Give them a jingle. Good Lord, are you kidding me? Rhodium is up to 7,700. Okay, so what was it? 5 or 6 years ago, I think it was. It was cheaper than, if I remember correctly, it was cheaper than gold. And then all of a sudden, it shot up. So for those of you people who know anything about cars, you know what I'm talking about. Because I believe these 3 metals you can get out of the catalytic converter. So if you live near a junkyard or someplace where they just abandon cars, you need to go on to YouTube and figure out how to extract these metals out of these catalytic converters. Because look at this, man. Rhodium, man, that's $7,700 for a freaking ounce. Holy crap, man. I think I need to start learning how to extract metals out of there because we got a lot of abandoned junk cars around us. I don't know if specific cars have them specific years, but I'm definitely going to look into them because, yeah, I got a chemist. Funny thing is, my chemist teacher, when I was in high school back in the mid-'80s, literally lives down the street from me. And although I sucked in that class, I'm sure he would be able and be excited about showing me how to do this the proper way. Some of you guys are already geniuses, so look into that. So just a thought for those of you out there can't afford to go out and buy some. There's other ways to do it. Maybe you could look into just stripping Cadillac converters or computer parts. There's videos. Go on to YouTube. They show you how to take motherboards apart and strip the gold off of them. Check it out. What else do you have? Precious Metal Education Center. Oh, look, this is great. For those of you who are really into learning, all right? So they have an education center here. You could go in there and they will teach you all kinds of things, like rare coin rip-off alerts. Look at this, okay? So they're going to teach you what to look for if you're going to look at gold-backed cryptocurrencies. Not a fan of it, but you should go in there. Look at IRA, accepted precious metals. All right, for those of you who have IRA accounts and you're thinking, man, I want to buy gold and silver, but I don't know if I want to deplete my IRA account. Well, maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can just switch it on over into a different type of IRA. It's just my opinion. This way, then I think you avoid actually paying taxes because you're not actually taking it out. You know what I mean? So call them and find out. Love it, Trump. Quarter ounce. I wonder how much this sucker is. Anyways, so you can see there's plenty of videos. So you don't have to just listen to my, skanky butts sit there and tell you guys about stuff. Come over here where the experts are and read on how to invest. All right, this is great. Silver Eagles versus Silver Maple Leaves. All right, those are the most two recognizable ones. Look at this, Constitutional Silver. Look, they got, okay, look at what is gold and silver bullion versus numismatic coins. And I warn people not to get caught up in numismatic if you're not educated on it. It cost me thousands of dollars to learn lessons the hard way, but that's okay. Now I'm much smarter about it. Okay, so, numismatics not for you people who are just stacking for an investment. That's not the route to go into at the moment, because you really have to educate yourself on them. These are coins that are made of gold and silver that will retain their value, but they also accumulate value as the years go by, because they also, besides the metal value, they also accumulate collectible value. Okay, so that's something different altogether. All right, you guys, I just wanted to share this with you because Money Metals Exchange, it's not just a place to buy gold and silver. They have plenty of other things on there that you guys can learn from. Just give them a jingle. Look, you got questions? Call them. 800-800-1865. Give them a call. Don't be shy. And for those of you guys that are overseas, you might not be able to, I don't think you can buy from Money Metals Exchange, but you can at least come here and watch these videos and learn something. You know what I mean? Read what these things are about. See if any of it is helpful in helping you make your decisions overseas. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to share this with you because I wanted to tell you that there was a lot more to Money Metals other than just buying gold and silver. They really are a one-stop shop. Okay. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to at least go to the website and at least call. It's free to ask questions. All right. They have been awesome talking to my subscribers. Man, I am grateful that we are working together. I can't express how grateful they are, and people have had nothing but good things to say about them, and vice versa. They call me up to let me know that they love my subscribers and how nice you guys are, and that a lot of you always say, make sure Pimpy gets his portion. I love you guys for that. I told them, yeah, they look after me, man. I have great subscribers, all right? So anyways, look, you guys, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because it helps out the channel, and when you do, I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.